Oh, yeah, y'all know what it is. Three Kings Boxing back in the building. Helping me out with this interview today, of course, is our senior writer, Jarrell. Big Cool, what's going on?
What's good? What's good with you?
All
What's
right,
good with you?
I'm good, I'm good. And of course, y'all see that man right there, former IBF junior lightweight champion, Tevin American Idol
Yeah, what
farmer.
up? What up?
What's going on, man?
Soon to be two-time soon. I'll
All
be
right, all right. See that? Hey, that's what we like to hear,
yeah,
man.
I'll be two-time entertainment soon. I ain't tripping.
All right, that's what we like to hear. And I just wanted to say before I pass the interview over to my man Jarrell, Tevin is a Call of Duty player, but if I see him, I'm gonna murk him all day if I run into him on Warzone.
Yo, you play Warzone for real?
Yeah, man.
Send me your name so
Bet,
I get busy, man.
bet. All right, Jarrell, go ahead, man. The floor is yours, family.
All right, champ. We ain't gonna hold you long. I know you got a busy schedule. We appreciate you taking time out of that schedule to join us.
For sure.
We're gonna get right into it, man. First off, I'm looking at the IBF rankings, and I see some shit that make me scratch my head. You know, a guy that you defeated, I think in 2017. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? What's the guy's name? Hold on, let me find him again.
The one got court steroids?
Kenichi Ogawa.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I see that he's ranked number 3 ahead of you, and you ranked number 7, and I just don't get that because you lost your title, but it shouldn't be warranted that you drop that many slots. So how do you feel about a guy like that ranking ahead of you?
I mean, it's disturbing, but me being me, I take the good with the good, the bad with the bad. I ain't tripping, you know. It is what it is. I don't see why. I don't know how, but like I said, I take the good with the good with the bad with the bad. I'll be a world champion again, and I think I might be fighting for the title eliminator next. We go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's get into it. You and Joseph Diaz, y'all had a whole bunch of back and forth entertaining shit leading up to y'all fight. Obviously, the fight didn't go your way, but you did have a rematch clause. What happened into why y'all not fighting again? Was it the COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, and the rematch clause was supposed to be the rematch was taking place 5 months prior to the fight. After the fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, making a long story short, COVID happened.
Okay.
So therefore, nobody was having fights.
Yeah.
So the word is they're trying to say that the rematch clause expired because we didn't fight, but the reality is we couldn't fight. Number two, he had a big cut in his face. The doctor told me he had to sit out regardless. So either way, he still couldn't have fought. So there's a lot of BS. I got fucked around. I got fucked over. I don't know about who, but I got fucked over.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's a dirty business. It's some dirty people in it. And like I said, the good, the bad with the bad. I'm not tripping.
Okay, I get that. So is it when you say you got effed over? Is it something like was it a loophole like from your side, or was everything ironed, or it was some people that kind of on your side dropped the ball a little bit?
Somebody dropped the ball. I don't know who. If I knew, I would have definitely said it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Somebody dropped the ball somewhere in between. I don't know. But somebody dropped the ball and the rematch didn't happen. It was supposed to happen.
I feel that. I feel that. Speaking of that fight, what do you feel went wrong? Because I honestly, you one of the slicker boxers. You had been impressive up until that point. You know what I'm saying? Just outboxing and making your opponents look foolish. And then I expected, honestly, I knew it would be a tough fight, but I picked you to win. I thought that your slickness and your boxing ability would be a little too much. What happened?
I don't think. See, there's a lot of things that was the issue. Some things I can't speak on, but one thing I can speak on is the way I was cutting weight, man. It was horrible, man. And when I lost my title, I actually went to go do my research, reaching out to different nutritionists and people that specialize in weight cuts and et cetera, man. And the way I was cutting weight, they was basically telling me that they don't even know how I even became a champion cutting weight that way.
Wow.
Cutting water out of for the last week and a half of my fight, cutting water out my diet, drinking just like probably like this much with each meal and dehydrating myself. And I was never bouncing back after my weigh-ins to my weight would come back going, but I ain't had a proper nutrients and I was losing a lot of muscle mass. While I was losing weight, I was running the week of the week of the fight. I was using sauna suit, so there's a lot of stuff that I did wrong, which I'm happy that I did kind of lose the fight.
With that being said, Now that Joseph Diaz is a little bit out of reach right now, who are you looking to fight? Who could be possibly for that IBF title eliminator that you spoke of?
There's a few people whose names on there, but I don't want to put nobody's name out there because I don't know how sure of it. I don't know how sure that it is going to happen with the opponents that I have. But what I do know is a strong possibility that I can be fighting for the title eliminator next, and I think that I am. I don't know who yet though, but either way, I'll become a champion again. I promise that, guaranteed. I was basically telling myself like, and my girl like these dudes couldn't beat me at 30-40%, and I felt like when I fought Billy did, since Billy did fight, I haven't really felt the same with no fights. Since then, I was winning off pure skill and talent and heart and will to win and work ethic, right?
Yeah.
But after every fight, I always told my girl like, "Yo, I'm winning these fights, but I don't feel how I used to feel. I don't feel explosive. I don't feel I don't feel right, but I'm winning.
Yeah.
But I can never put my finger on what it was that was wrong with me until I lost. And sometimes your loss can be a best lesson. So I'm not mad about that. That's how I carry it, how I carry it. What you're mad about is that I didn't get my rematch. I'm not mad about this neither. I'm over it. But I didn't get my rematch because I gave somebody an opportunity to fight for a world title. Somebody that wasn't my mandatory. I gave him an opportunity to make a big payday and to get that belt. But I told everybody and I put in the contract, in return, I want a rematch clause.
Okay. I also see that that you ranked number 6 by the WBC, and it's a few guys that's ahead of you. Obviously, Oscar Valdez and Burchell about to get ready to fight. Shakur Stevenson, I don't know, he looking to fight somebody to unify. And then you got O'Shaq Foster, then Leo Santa Cruz. I think you and Leo Santa Cruz, if he's okay after that knockout to Davis.
For real, I'm not even worrying about nobody else right now. I just want to go for that IBF again. Then whoever I got to fight to get that back, that's what I'm going to do. And then from there, I'm gonna go try to unify the division, which I've been trying to do. But I really don't want to unify it because I know it's not going to happen. So what I want to do is I want to go get this belt back and go to 35.
Okay, speaking of 35, that's a hot division. You
Yeah.
got one of your strong rivals there, and a whole bunch of other fighters. Garcia, you got Lomachenko, you got Lopez. What are your thoughts on that division, and how do you see yourself fitting in right there?
I'm a hot boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a hot boy too, so we can't forget that. I ain't just anybody. You know, I lost my first 4 fights. When I first got into boxing and learned on the job, but we can't forget before my last loss, I haven't lost in 2012. So I don't even count my 4 losses in the beginning. That was learning experience. You know, having 16 amateur fights and start boxing at 19. So I had to learn on the job. Okay. So I don't really count those. So in all reality, I'm like 30-1.
Okay, I feel that. I definitely agree. I mean, you had to learn about trial by error. It's a question from one of your fans. It said, "Tevin Farmer, do you feel you were just fighting too consistent at the time you fought JoJo Diaz? You look different." I know you might have answered it, but your fans want you kind of reiterate a little bit.
That could be the case too. You know, but I one thing I do know for a fact is my weight cuts was horrible. I didn't know that it was horrible because it's something I've been doing for over the years. But now the boxing community have changed the way they make their weight, right? So they kind of do it like the UFC guys do it now. So when we was all doing it the same, it was all on the even playing field. Now they transitioned over to the way UFC do it, and I was still stuck in the old ways, and that put me behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, so that is the IBF does have a second-day weigh-in, right? If I'm not mistaken, or
yeah, they do.
Okay. So that kind of throws things off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what are your? I mean, I know you said you focusing on nobody else, but who do you? If you can't get Diaz next, and obviously I want you to say a name because the fans love to hear that. Who do you want outside of Diaz?
I don't really like. I love the fans, but I don't really be like, cause they biased. You know what I'm saying? The fans really biased. They can love you one day, hate you the next day. So I don't want to say nothing out of ordinary, right? And then when it comes time to fight, the fights don't happen. Now everybody talking shit because my goal is to go fight whoever I gotta fight in my eliminator to get my IBF, right? So what I can say is this: we can speak in the future we can say when you get your IBF belt back, who would you like to fight? We can speak that way because I don't want to really put it out there right now, and then that person want to fight, but it's not my goal to get to my IBF belt back. And then I'll be like, no, this is the route I want to go. And they're like, oh well, you called him out, you said you want to fight him, so when I get my IBF belt back, then we can speak on who I want to fight. Now I can give you that answer.
Okay, let's go that route then. Who when you get that belt back, who it is?
So my first goal is to unify the 130-pound division, right?
Gotcha.
Well, any champion at that weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I can't get that, then I would like to go to 135 and go get Davis.
Okay, all right, there it is. Then
Yeah.
that fight is one that's been brewing for
Hold on,
some
do
time.
Davis got a belt at 35 though?
Yeah, I think he is the WBA regular. Yeah, he the
Yeah, but
WBA
they
regular
don't really
champion.
count that, do they? Well, no.
You know how boxing is. You know better than I
Yeah.
do. You know
It's too many belts. It's too many belts out nowadays though. Like it's way too many belts. Like, but even besides that, if you got a belt or not, I'll definitely go up to fight Davis. That's a fight that been hot for a long time. Like probably one of the most anticipated fights, like in a long time. So that's definitely a fight that I would like to go up and fight. But if not, whoever.
Okay, Jamie. Bachelor said, "Would you like the Heron versus Frampton winner?" We know the answer to that, but
Who do I like? Out of who?
no, he said, "Would you like that winner next?" I mean, we know what you
I
said.
just said, yeah.
Yeah, but but the fan.
Yeah. I just said it. If I can unify, yeah, I do that.
Okay, so
But
they
boxing, the way boxing work was set up nowadays, like it's not really nobody really fighting each other. Like it's horrible. Like nobody really fighting each other.
Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think? Because one of the guys over here at 3kingsboxing.com wrote a great article. He said that it seems like the women boxers are more, interested in unifying than the men boxers. What do you think about that? Because that kind of seems true.
Women are really like more gangster than these dudes. That's the truth. Like I know women that'll go all out for you, like real women in the street that go all out for you.
Mm-hmm.
But the dudes, they be scary for real. They be scary. They don't really be about their life. But a lot of them talk like they is, but they really ain't. But sometimes they don't even be the boxers; they be the politics behind it.
So that's what it is, the politics.
No, I'm saying it can be the fighter,
Yeah.
but most of the time it be the politics too. So I can't really blame one or the other. But I know it's one or the other.
Yeah. Because like I said, we talk about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, these fights just don't get made, and it's like, man, these fights will really push boxing forward. You, Davis, you, Shakur Stevens, and whoever it may be. These fights need to happen to push the sport of boxing back to where it once was.
I don't think boxing will ever be back how it was.
Why is that?
Because it's too many different promoters,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody work with each other. Like before, it wasn't so many promoters, right? But they all work with each other. Like Don King had a lot of fighters under the same, like PBC, right?
Yeah.
They can constantly put on good fights because they got a lot of people under their umbrella, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk about guys like Andrade, Demetrius, and Billy Joe Saunders that signed with two different people, and then you got the other 60 pounders, 54 pounders like the Charlos or at PBC, it's hard to make those fights though because each promoter wanted to keep the belt in their stable because that's where the money at. So they don't want to risk losing it. But if boxing was one big thing, like one big organization, I feel like the best fights to get made, but then everybody want to make the money they making.
Exactly. So you not tied to anybody, right? You're not really
I'm not right now.
So what are your thoughts about the zone? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Diaz is over there, and they got a few guys over there. So what are your thoughts on them overall as an up and coming company now? Like
I like the zone. The zone gave me opportunity. They gave me a big opportunity when nobody else did. So, I'm always be grateful for the food.
No, it was all good.
I'm always be grateful. Dad, come with this food, Dad. What's up, man? I'm always be grateful for them. I can never shit on them about nothing. And besides that, they do good by their fighters too.
Yeah.
Where that money go? Where Pope the money at? Oh yeah, they do good by their fighters too. So my bad, y'all. I don't mean to cut y'all off like that.
No, you good.
But they do good by their fighters. So I love the zone. Like I said, they give me opportunity when nobody give me opportunity.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is. I mean, But I know that you pretty much you probably busy, so I don't want to. If you want to say something else, you can. If not, you know what I'm saying, that's cool too.
No, give me 1 second. Period. Then we rolling.
Okay,
I just
okay, okay.
60. All right, let me give you this. Hold on. We rolling, y'all. I got y'all. I'll keep this.
What's that right there?
Yep,
Thanks
keep
a
it.
lot. I always appreciate it. There you go.
You're welcome, man.
Take care. Have a great night.
You too. All right, so we rolling. What we talking about?
Oh man. Speaking of, okay, well, you know, it was some couple knockouts. It was a big knockout. You know what I'm saying? What was your thoughts on that fight between Davis and Santa Cruz? Because you know, it ended in you know spectacular fashion. How when you see that fight, what do you think was one of the biggest mistakes that Santa Cruz made that you wouldn't, you know, make if when that fight happened?
I mean, the biggest mistake that Santa Cruz made was something that he really couldn't control,
Yeah,
and that's head movement. Keep your head in the middle.
yeah,
So it was nothing he could do because Santa Cruz don't have head movement.
yeah,
So it was nothing he could do about that. If Davis landed, it was all she wrote. He's a smaller guy, and you don't got no head movement. It
yeah.
won't be too much he could do. But despite Davis from a distance,
Yeah, I mean, but he did have some success in that fight, which kind of had people looking like, okay, well, this is a smaller guy having, you
right?
know, it's not a boxer like yourself, and he pressing him like that. Imagine somebody like you or Stevens or whoever it may be, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely levels to this game, man. And I feel like my IQ definitely different. Um, it's hard to really judge a fight like that because like, oh, he did that to him, so imagine what he'd do. But I know the problems that I give Davis, man.
Yeah,
Everybody know, you ain't just gonna hit me and just think that's what it's gonna be. Like,
that probably need to happen, man.
hey, I'm a Philly boy, bro. Like, he from Baltimore and all that, but you ain't just going. You ain't like this, bro. I'll put this will dead on you, and you know I'm durable, bro. Like, I'm durable. So like, even at my worst, it was a JoJo fight. Like by the second round, I was done. I was dehydrated. But I was still able to push through. So imagine me at 100%. You know what I'm saying? Imagine me not 100%. No fighter never at 100%.
Yeah.
Imagine me at the best I could be. It's all she wrote, man. It's all she.
David stands no chance. If you at what 99%, you saying that Gervonta Tank Davis stands no chance with Tevin, American Idol former at 99%.
At
Go
all.
ahead. Okay, there it is. So Tank, if you
You
watching,
gotta understand, like, nobody ever just hit me and just I'm solid. Like I'm solid. I'm a solid guy since a kid, since a youngin. Like I've been putting in work, and anybody from my city know. Like I was never one of them boys. So even in the ring, you ain't just going to bully me around. Even the toughest guy they say that had the hardest punch ain't never bully me around. Look at Red Cat. For Red Cat, I moved up and waiting for a Red Cat at 35. I moved up 35 for Red Cat.
yeah,
At the time, he was 17-1 with like 15 knockouts. One of the hardest punches at the time. The
yeah.
Olympian.
So, speaking of you growing up in Philly, how do you feel that molded you in your mentality? Know what I'm saying, going through that, Philly is tough, it's rugged. So how did that mold you to the man you are today and fighter?
I mean, it definitely gives you the toughness that you need, because in the sport of boxing, you got to be tough to deal with everything that go through in that ring. You have to be mentally built for it, man. If you ain't built for it, then you won't last. So I'll definitely say it gave me that toughness, and you when it's time to get down, you gonna get down, and you ain't backing down from nobody. You may even start the shit.
All right, man. Well, we gonna let you go, man. We know you busy. Dinner just came. My man Bo about to come in. Let the fans know where they can reach Tevin Farmer at on
Yo,
social
they
media.
can reach me on Instagram and Twitter at TevinFormer22, right? My name 22, and they can also follow me on what is it called on Twitch at TevinFormer22 because I run Call of Duty. So if y'all want to run some Call of Duty, holla at me. And YouTube Life as Tevin and Polka.
Okay.
Yeah, them vlogs. You
Okay.
finna go yeah.
Also, you got a time frame. I know you don't know what point, but you got a time frame on when you be back in the ring.
Uh, hopefully late February, early March.
Okay, so that's right
Cause
around the
I,
corner.
I, I actually I actually wanted the JoJo Diaz fight, but like they didn't get back to me in time. So I mean, we gonna move forward. Like I said, they said they need an answer immediately. We gave him an answer, which was last Thursday. I said I need an answer by Monday. Today, Tuesday, I had no answer. So with that being said, you're not gonna wait to the last minute and call me, even though this is still the last minute. But I'm in the gym. Find no opponent or cancel the fight because I'm as far as JoJo Diaz right now. I'm not fighting him at this point. So I'm not. I don't need money. I ain't desperate. You see how I'm living. You
Oh, yeah, man. You doing
I
great.
can't share the crib, but I ain't desperate. We good over
Yeah,
here. So
making smart investments. That's what's up.
he may need that money. So he better go pick an opponent so he can get paid. He may need that money. You know what I'm saying I'm good. This crib paid for, and I got some more crib to pay for too. Cash.
He got to see you one way or another, man. So y'all
Oh yeah,
cross
for
paths
sure.
again.
I ain't worrying about him, man. Listen, like I said, I'm cool with myself, man. Good with the good, the bad with the bad. I ain't complaining. I ain't crying. I'm just living my life. But when the time come, I'll be ready for whoever.
All right, man. Well, we looking forward to seeing you back in the ring late February, early March on your road to regaining that IBF Junior
Yep.
Lightweight Championship.
And that's gonna be vicious though. Somebody that started boxing late 19 years old, 16 amateur fights, and 4 losses early in his career, and then take a world champion, and then go on another 20 fight win streak, and then retire. That's gonna be history.
All right, y'all heard it from the man himself. Be
That's
on
what's
the
up.
lookout. Tevin Former is coming back to the ring very soon, man.
That's what's
Thanks,
up,
y'all,
man.
man. I appreciate the love and
That's what's up.
the support, man. Thanks for allowing me to come on your show to talk
Yo,
my
that's what's
talk.
up, man. Always,
Uh,
man.
'Cause I didn't do interviews for a while, for like a year. I just
Right.
wanted to take time out to get myself together mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and focus on myself. So now I'm back. I'm back in the groove. I'm back in the mix. I'm gonna start. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start being out again.
Right.
Hey, well, remember, man, to come if you want to give it to a raw, unfiltered. Remember, 3kingsboxing.com is your place. We hope to chat with you again, man.
Hey, Tev.
My man,
Hey, Tev, can you hear me?
y'all can hear you.
All right. So before we get off, I just want to say, I want to thank Wendy Richardson of Preeminent PR for making this happen, bringing it together. I just want to ask you
Okay.
one question, man. What did you learn most about yourself during this time off from COVID-19? I'll let you go.
What I learned about myself, see, it's hard to say what I learned about myself in 2019 because even throughout the year, I'm just so in tune with myself, man. I'm just so in tune with myself and my emotions, learning how to deal with my emotions, man. So I can't. It's not one particular thing that I learned about myself because I'm learning every day. But one thing I did do during COVID, I learned how to shoot photography.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
hey, that pay,
I
that
told my
pay.
girl, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna take your pictures. I want to take all your pictures for you." So every morning, I got all. I'll show you. Hold on before we go. It's my camera cloud. I got every camera, everything. You can't really see it like that. So I got
Damn.
He got
so
everything.
I so I order all my lenses, my everything, right? So every day I woke up 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and I stayed on the computer till 6 at night, 7 at night, and I study every day for like 3 or 4 months, man. And then if you go on my girl page, her name is on Instagram, I am underscore Miss MS Polka POCA. And you look at her pics, I took a lot of them, not all of them, but most of the recent ones I took. So it's fun. I just be trying to learn, be a jack of all trades, I ain't doing nothing else
Ain't
but
nothing
trade.
wrong with that, man.
Nothing
Photography
wrong with
pays,
that.
man.
Heck yeah. So all right, man. Y'all heard the man. Follow him. He gonna come back. He grabbing that IBF belt. Peoples ain't trying to mess him around a little bit, but he gonna be fighting for that eliminator, man. Tevin, thank you for joining us, my man. Big
Likewise,
Cool,
man. Thank y'all. Thanks for
man.
everybody, all the fans. Thanks to supporters and fans that's watching. Everybody, man. Shout out to y'all.
All
I'm
right,
out.
man. That's it, y'all.
All right,
Three Kings
man. Take it
boxing. Y'all
easy.
know where to go,
All
man.
right.
We out.